Whitney, I know you're in love with Chad, but it's impossible for you to be together, now that you know what you know.
Teresa, honey, tell me something new. Oh my God, I mean, I just found out that the man I've been sleeping with is my own brother.
But not anymore. And now you have to think about the future. You have to think about moving on with your life and with someone else.
And you think that someone else should be Fox?
Why not? You know he loves you. And like I said, he would make a wonderful husband. And a wonderful father. I mean, look at my little Ethan. He adores Fox.
Yeah. Yeah, Fox would be a wonderful father. An incredible father.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Now, you don't know how good I feel knowing that you're looking after Whitney.
Yeah, like I said, man, don't worry about a thing. I got it covered. I'll make sure that I'm the only one that can get close to her. It's not a problem.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You know, I know Whitney and I can never be together again, but, you know, I still worry about her. She's so vulnerable right now, it'd kill me if some smooth-talking guy came along and took advantage of her.
Like I said, don't worry about it. I'll take care of her. It's all right.
I know you will. You're a good friend, man, and Whitney's really lucky to have someone like you looking after her.
If only Whitney will let me get close to her.
Theo, what's wrong? What happened?
I don't know. I think she just fainted. Her pulse is strong.
But why would she faint when she saw you? She doesn't even know you.
I don't know, Paloma.
Everybody but Alistair thinks I'm dead. They think I died from kidney failure.
That and the way that we look now. You know, all this plastic surgery to elude Alistair after all these years. I mean, for Pilar to see the face of the man that she loved is gone forever.
Catherine, my dear, it's about time you came back to me, your loving husband. It's so good to finally see you after all these years. So, you've decided to come back to me.
I won't let you hurt my children, Alistair. Or Pilar, or Martin's children, or us. Not ever again.
Us? By us, you mean you and Martin? The man you left me for? The man who made you a faithless whore?
Stay away from me. Don't touch me.
You all right, Mr. Crane?
You want us to get this woman out of here, sir?
No. It's all right. You can go.
Are you sure, sir?
Oh, this woman can't hurt me. She's no threat at all.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places, and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of the bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Look, Whit, I know you can't just turn your feelings off for Chad and turn them on for Fox, but at least think about it. Fox wouldn't be a hard man to love, would he?
No. No, he actually wouldn't be.
In fact, there was a time when I actually thought you had feelings for Fox. I thought that's why you suddenly decided to get engaged to Chad.
Yeah, you thought I was fighting my feelings for Fox by getting engaged.
Yeah. But that doesn't matter now. What matters is that there's someone else out there for you.
Someone else, huh?
Yes. And you will fall in love again. And it doesn't have to be Fox, but Fox is in love with you. And he would be good to you. Oh, wait, I just want you to be happy.
Honey, I know you do. And thank you for even caring.
God, you've been my best friend for my whole life. Of course I care.
Oh, honey.
Mrs. Lopez Fitzgerald, little Ethan wants you to read him a story. Do you have time?
Yes, I'd love to. Thank you. I'll be right in. Oh, you gonna be all right?
Oh, no, no, I'm okay. I really am.
Sure? I mean, if you want to talk some more, I won't be long.
No, no, I'm all right. I'm gonna go ahead and go. But thanks for the talk.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna put all of this behind you, and you're gonna find happiness again. You're gonna be fine. I just know it. Gotta go.
Okay. Well, Teresa's right. Fox does love me. And he would be a good husband and father. And, if I got together with him right away, no one would ever have to know that Chad's the father of the baby I'm carrying. But could I really do something like that to Fox? This sounds like something Teresa would do, not me. I mean, could I really be that dishonest with Fox and let him think that this is his baby I'm carrying? I won't have an abortion. But I won't let the whole world know that I'm carrying my brother's child either. It would be too horrible of a stigma for my baby to have to live with. Oh my God. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna do what I have to do, I guess. For my baby. I'm gonna go find Fox right now.
Well, listen, man, I better get out of here if I'm gonna start looking after Whitney, huh?
Yeah, good. Sooner the better.
You got it.
Oh, and thanks again, man. You know, it's kind of weird. I used to trust you as a friend, and now that we're half brothers, I guess I should trust you a little more, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you should. You know, it's weird being someone's friend and then finding out that they're your half brother, but we'll get used to it.
Yeah, we will. Oh, and you keep those wolves away from Whitney. She needs some time to get over everything that's happened.
Don't worry about it. I got it covered. I'll take real good care of her for you, okay?
Well, thanks, man. Look, I better get back to work, so.
All right, later on.
See you later, man.
Yep. All's fair in love and war, Chad. You can't be with Whitney, but I can. And I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make her mine.
Theo, what's wrong with her? Should we call a hospital?
No, I don't think so, not yet. Her breathing's all right.
Are you sure?
Honey, she did just get out of the hospital. Maybe she's just tired.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Yeah, sure. You know, with all the excitement of you coming home and seeing Sheridan and Luis, knowing they're all right, it was just too much on her, that's all. Why don't you be a dear and go get us a cold towel, okay?
Sí, Theo.
Martin, I'm so happy you're here. I thought you had to work late tonight.
Well, I had a very difficult decision to make. To work late or to come home to my beautiful wife. Tough choice, huh, darling?
I'm glad you chose me.
I will always choose you. You know I love you with all my heart. Nothing will ever come between us.
Dios mío. She said my father's name. She must be dreaming about him. I wonder why.
You may go.
Are you sure, sir?
I assure you, I need no protection from this frightened, pathetic woman. You are pathetic, you know. You haven't changed at all, Catherine. After all this time, I thought you might have developed a spine.
I won't let you go on hurting innocent people. Sheridan, Julian, the Lopez Fitzgerald children.
You won't. How are you going to stop me?
I will stop you.
You can't stop me from doing anything. You're weak. You've always been weak. You can't do anything that requires guts.
I had the guts to leave you.
That wasn't guts. That was sheer stupidity. Look at all you gave up. You had it all. You were too stupid and incompetent to manage a home like this, or a marriage like ours. You were living in a fairy tale, Catherine, and you blew it.
You call it a fairy tale. I call it a nightmare. And that nightmare is going to end now, Alistair.
Do you think she still dreams about my father after all these years? Is that why she said his name?
It's possible. You know what? I think we should let her rest now.
Oh, Martin, it's so nice to have you alone like this. You've been working such long hours lately.
Yeah, I miss you and the kids so much when I'm gone.
And we miss you. Martin, I've been thinking about something and wondering.
About what?
Well, how would you feel about taking a different job? Maybe even in another city.
Another city? Why? I mean, what brought this on?
I don't know. I just feel like maybe it's time for us to move on.
But why? I mean, what's going on, Pilar?
I just worry. Our lives are so wrapped up with the Cranes. You work at Crane Industries, and we live here in this cottage on the Crane estate. I think that maybe we've put all our eggs in one basket.
You know what your problem is? You worry too much.
Martin, if something were to happen with the Cranes, we'd be in a lot of trouble.
Mia, are you all right?
I know it's silly. It's just that lately I've had this really strong feeling that something horrible is going to happen. And it comes from the Cranes.
Something horrible like what?
I don't know. I don't know. I know Alistair Crane, he's an evil man and he spreads evil all over the world, and everyone in Harmony hates him. And Martin, I have this strong feeling that we are on a collision course with a great tragedy, and there's nothing we can do to stop it.
Well now, Catherine, you begin to intrigue me. It sounds as if you actually mean to do something to stop me.
That's exactly what I mean.
May I ask what it is? Or do you plan a sneak attack?
Just know, your reign of terror ends tonight. What are you doing?
I'm trying to be polite. I didn't want to laugh in your face, my dear. But your defiant act does need work. We both know what a coward you are. I mean, who else but a coward would run off and abandon her own children as you did? You can't protect them. You never could. You're a lousy mother, Catherine.
I tried.
You left. Is that why you've had so much surgery done to your face? So you wouldn't have to look in the mirror each morning and see a despicable woman who deserted her children? Because deep down you know I am not the evil in this marriage. You are. Oh, you can project your self-loathing onto me all you want, but you are the one who left. You are the one who rejected and abandoned her own children.
You are my passion for life.
Chad, are you in here?
Yeah, Teresa, come in. Hey, you didn't have to come by.
Yes, I did. I got your message and you sounded awful. I was worried about you.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to worry you. I was just calling to check on Whitney. You know, I would have called her, but she just gotten all upset, you know?
You're right.
You did talk to her, though, right? How's she doing?
Not great. I mean, it's going to take her a while to get back to being herself.
Yeah, I figured that. I just can't believe all this has happened. You know? I feel so helpless not to be able to help her.
Oh, Chad, don't torture yourself. You're not to blame, and neither's Whitney.
No, I blame her mother and Julian Crane. God, it's hard to believe they're my own parents. You know, why couldn't this have been some horrible mistake?
I wish it could be, too. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, well, me too. I just hope Whitney can make it through this without too much pain. You know, she's so fragile right now. I hate to see her being taken advantage of. That's why I sent Fox to look after her.
You sent Fox to look after Whitney?
Yeah. Why? You know, is there some reason I shouldn't trust Fox to be around Whitney?
Whitney. Hey, what are you doing here?
Actually, I was looking for you.
You were looking for me? Why?
Well, I wanted to talk to you about a few things.
You want to talk to me about a few things?
Oh, why you sound so surprised?
Honestly, well, last time I saw you, Whitney, you were yelling at me, telling me to stay away from you.
Well, yeah, I know, and that was rude. And I'm sorry about that.
Well, thank you. Yes, what do you want to talk to me about?
The future, Fox.
Pulse is steady, your breathing's all right. No fever.
Then why doesn't she wake up, Theo? I'm worried.
Let's just give it a little bit more time. She'll come around. Sweetheart, would you do me a favor? Would you mind making us some tea?
Sí, Tío, cómo no.
Gracias.
Oh, I hate to be the bearer of sad tidings, but your family has tricked you into coming here.
Trick me?
Manipulated you, sold you a bill of goods, whatever you want to call it. Of course, maybe the truth is too unpleasant for you to take. Or perhaps you don't mind being used by your own flesh and blood.
I don't know what to think. Who are you anyway? How do you know so much about my family?
You're in Harmony now. Everyone knows all there is to know about the Lopez Fitzgeralds.
Except me.
My point exactly. Trust me, the only reason your brother Luis went down to Mexico to fetch you home was a selfish one. He wanted to cheer up your sick mother. He doesn't give a damn about you.
He said he did.
How else could he convince you to come back with him? If you don't want to believe me, that's your prerogative. But I'd say your family's actions speak for themselves. Did they ever come down to Mexico to bring you home before this?
No.
Because they were too busy for you. Your brothers, your sister Teresa, even your own mother.
Is it true, Mama? Was that man right?
I'm so sorry, Pilar. You warned me that something terrible was going to happen. I should have listened to you all those years ago. Sweetheart, where's all this fear coming from? Has something happened that I don't know about?
No. Nothing's happened. Not yet. It's just a feeling. Maybe it's because we're living here in this mansion and I feel all that negative energy coming from the mansion.
Nothing bad is going to happen. I think you're just letting your imagination run away with you.
Martin, every dollar you take from the Cranes, it's blood money. You know how ruthless they are in business. They destroy lives for money.
Yeah, but what I do for them is good, honest work. In business, not everything is black and white. Sometimes there are some gray areas.
There are many things I may not know about business. But I do know right from wrong, and I just think that we should leave this place and start over somewhere else.
Yeah, but we'd lose everything that we've built up here.
We're going to lose it anyway. Please, I just can't shake this feeling that something terrible is going to happen, something that it's going to change our lives forever.
You were so right. I should have listened to you. You were so right, Pilar.
I didn't desert my children. I had to leave. You were going to kill me, Alistair. You know that. And you were certainly going to kill Martin. You set me up. You gave me no choice but to leave my children.
You could have taken the brats with you.
No. I knew that you were going to follow me to the ends of the earth if I took the Crane heirs. How could I have been so naive as to believe that they would be all right with you? I had no idea that you would be so sick, so cruel to them as you have been.
Like you, Julian had no spine. I tried to toughen him up, teach him to be a Crane. Sheridan was nothing to me. Daughters are a waste in the scheme of things.
She is a beautiful and loving young woman who deserves to be happy. You used your hate for me and for Martin to justify punishing her and the entire Lopez Fitzgerald family, to justify killing Antonio, to justify trying to kill Luis.
I don't have to justify anything. I am Alistair Crane, the most powerful man on earth. The President of the United States calls to ask me for favors. Don't you see, you stupid woman? I can do what I want, whenever I want, and to whomever I want. And right now, I want to punish you and Martin and your precious Sheridan. And I'll punish the whole damn Lopez Fitzgerald tribe if I want to. You'll pay for your betrayal, Catherine. You will all pay.
Alistair, please don't. They're innocent. Don't hurt them anymore. Please don't hurt them anymore. I'll do whatever you want if you spare them. I'll do whatever you want. What do you want?
Teresa, is there something you're trying to tell me about Fox? I mean, is there some reason Fox shouldn't be around Whitney?
No, it's just, you know, Whitney is a grown woman and she doesn't need a caretaker. And she might resent you for sending someone to watch her.
No, I'm not sending him to watch her. Just to look out for her, you know? Make sure she doesn't get hurt.
Yeah, that's sweet of you, Chad.
Look, Teresa, I know we can never be together again. But I still love her. I can't just turn these feelings off. I want to make sure she's okay. And Fox, well, he's my friend. My half-brother.
Chad, I think you better start preparing yourself for the future.
What do you mean?
I mean, you're gonna have to move on eventually, you know? Move on with your life. Find someone new. And so will Whitney.
No, I hear what you're saying, but I just don't think I can do that.
You have to. You can't spend the rest of your life pining away for something that can never be.
Now, I hear what you say. You know, but when I think about Whitney with another guy, well, it makes me sick to my stomach, Teresa. And it makes me mad. I can't imagine Whitney being with any other man.
Okay, honestly, I'm not sure I understand what you're saying. Are you saying that That in the future, you're not going to tell me to stay away from you because I'm a crane and you hate all the cranes?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh, that's not what you're saying?
No, not at all.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess I understand, you know. After all, my father's the one that turned your life upside down.
Yes, I know, but I don't blame you for that, Fox.
Well, I appreciate that, Whitney. You know, I'd like to be there for you. I know what a tough time you're going through.
You have no idea. Why don't we sit down?
Yeah. After you.
Thank you. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you a few things, and I just want you to listen, okay?
I always listen to you, no problem.
Thank you. Now, as you know, when I found out that you were secretly in love with me, I reacted badly.
You could say that. I was there. I remember you said, what was it? I was just being a crane and I was just interested in adding another notch to my belt, something like that.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
I said that because at the time I thought Julian was using my mother. But then I come to find out that they had been having an affair years ago, and that made me furious. But you know what? It was nothing compared to how I felt when I found out they had a child together, and then that child was Chad.
Yeah, look, Whitney, I'm really sorry the way things turned out for you. And I can only imagine you must be going through hell right now. And I kind of feel like I should apologize to you because, I feel like I handled the situation poorly.
No, you don't owe me an apology. I owe you an apology. Fox, you were such a good friend. And I should have been more understanding.
Huh. Really?
Yes, really. I mean, we had a good friendship. Good relationship.
Yeah.
And I almost messed that up. And I just want you to know that I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry, Fox.
How is she?
She seems to be resting comfortably.
I'm just worried that she's not waking up. Aren't you?
A bit, yes. I mean, her pulse and her heartbeat is steady. I mean, your mother's always been a strong woman.
How do you know that?
Your Tia Maria talked about her sister for years. I feel like I've known Pilar forever. Hello, Mama.
Oh, Martin, you're so sweet.
Ooh, there's no mistaking, is there? You're definitely pregnant.
Yes, no mistake. We're pregnant.
Terrific.
I hope if we have a son, I hope he looks just like you.
And if it's a girl, I hope she looks just like you, the most beautiful woman in the world.
Theo, she's waking up.
I hear that.
Now maybe we can find out why she fainted when she saw you.
Please, Alistair, tell me what I can do to stop you from hurting the children again. Mine and Martin's.
You can turn back time. Return to me all those years you stole, Catherine.
I don't know what you mean.
You asked how you can protect yours and Martin's children. I'm telling you. Turn back the clock. Oh, God, I don't know why I even want someone as stupid as you. What I'm saying is, come back to me.
What?
You heard me. Come back to me and be my wife.
Chad, I know how you feel, but it's all still so new. You just have to calm down and be prepared for what will happen someday. You will be with someone new, and so will Whitney.
No, I can't even think about that.
Well, it's hard, but you can't expect Whitney to live the rest of her life like a nun with no one else to love. And you can't be alone and lonely either.
I hear what you're saying, all right? And in my head, it makes sense, but it's too soon. And I'm just not ready.
You're right. You're right. It is too soon. And I can't even begin to fully understand what you and Whitney are going through. But I do know what it's like to lose someone you love. Look what happened with me and Ethan.
Yeah, I know it was real hard for you losing him.
I thought I was going to die. I spent my entire life planning on being married to Ethan. And when it didn't work out, I had to learn to live with it. Just like you're going to have to learn to live with losing Whitney. I mean, you're both going to have to find happiness with someone else.
No, I can't even think about it right now, damn it. And I can't think about Whitney with anyone else either.
Chad, just try to calm down. It's not happening right now, and it's way far in the future when you and Whitney will be with someone new.
Glad you're not mad at me anymore. Kind of hurt that you thought I was trying to use you.
I know. I know it hurt. I meant for it to hurt at the time because...
Oh, I gotta take this. It's information about the overseas market. I gotta...
Oh.
It's tough work climbing up the Crane corporate ladder, you know?
Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead.
Well, I'll be short.
Okay.
Hello. What's the news?
God, I feel like such a sleaze using Fox like this. But you know what? I don't have a choice. I've got to find a father for Chaz and my baby. And soon.
Well, that's great. All right. Well, thank you. Bye-bye. Sorry about that.
It's all right. Is everything okay?
Everything is great. Everything is great. You were saying that, that you were trying to hurt me.
Well, you know what? Actually, I didn't mean it like that.
Oh.
What I was trying to say is that I just feel bad about how horribly I treated you. I mean, you're such a good friend, and you didn't deserve that.
Well, hey, apology accepted.
Thank you. I just want to move on and just forget about all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. Look, if there's anything that I can do to help you with that, you just, you let me know. You can count on me, okay?
Okay. You know, I think I might take you up on that offer.
Mama? Mamita?
It is you. It's you.
It's not too much to ask, is it? All you have to do to protect Martin, Sheridan, Julian, and Pilar is to come back to me and be my wife.
Alistair, no, please. Please. I'm sorry. I'm exhausted.
Damn you, Catherine. You've got energy for the kids, your clubs, your charities, but never for me. When I want sex with my wife, by God, I'll have it. And I want it now.
I can't go back to living like that. I won't.
Fine. Then no one you love is safe, Catherine. No one.
Alistair, please don't hurt them. This is madness.
You have the power to stop it. Just come back to me and I'll forget about punishing you, Martin, and the children. If you want this madness to stop, come back to me and be my wife.
Dear, what does she mean? She said it's you. She sounds like if she knows you.
Yeah, she's... your mother's sick, Bloom. She doesn't know what she's saying.
My God. My husband.
Martin.
Well, how badly do you want to protect those you love, Catherine? It would be a very simple thing to protect them forever.
But you're asking me to be your wife again. That would be worse than death for me.
Death can be arranged. For all of you.
All right.
What's that? Speak up, woman.
I said, all right. I'll come back to you. I'll be your wife again.
Chad, try not to get yourself worked up about this. Like I said, it's not happening now. Whitney being with someone else is a long way off.
Yeah, maybe. Look, I know I don't have any right to tell her what to do, but this is killing me, Teresa. I mean, I know it's going to happen eventually. You know, Whitney's a beautiful, sweet, loving woman. But what am I going to do when she finds someone else? What am I going to do?
I'm so impressed by you. You have such a positive attitude after everything fell apart.
Well, you know, what's the point in living in the past? Being all depressed and stuff.
Exactly, right.
I just still feel bad about the way I treated you, I have to say. But you know what? I'm seeing things a lot clearer now.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, good, I'm glad.
Things are so clear. And now I know exactly what I have to do.
Now you kiss me like that, and I'm just kind of wondering what's going on.
Admit that you want to be with me, that you love me.
Never lost hope. I always knew you would come home.
Tonight, we're going to celebrate our future together.